Hey there, it's Chris Quinn, the guitar teacher at acousticmasterclass.com. And right now I'm going to show you a really nice way to start soloing the blues around the neck of the guitar. And without getting too bogged down in theory and scales and that kind of thing. I was teaching a course recently for my students over at acousticmasterclass.com, a live lesson. And I realized this is a really nice little nifty way to start soloing for kind of beginners to the blues or people that can't really play the blues and improvise. So I'm going to show you a few little places on the fretboard first of all, and then I'm going to show you how to use them with a backing track that I've pre-recorded, and I've got a little loop pedal down here. So first of all, we're playing the blues in A, and you might know the A blues scale. And if you don't, I'm sure you can find it online. I've got videos about that here on YouTube. But for now, what I want to show you is just a little section of that scale. I want to show you the 5th fret of the D to the 7th fret of the D, and then the 5th fret of the G to the 7th of the G. So the two middle strings, 5 and 7, 5 and 7. It's like a little box, right? A little bluesy box. So what I want you to do first of all is pick the 5th fret of the D, and then if you can hammer on the 7th with your second finger. So instead of picking it twice like that, just for now, we're going to hammer on. So you pick it once and then you hammer on with that second finger. Then we move up to the next string, do the same thing. Okay. Okay. And then what I did there was I pulled off when I on the G string, so it sounds a bit rude, right? But funny. So you pick it once, hammer on, pull off. It takes a bit of getting used to. The way you pull it off is you just pull your finger down a bit. You've seen Jimi Hendrix doing that, right? So that's what we're doing. And then all you've got to do to finish this little lick is play the 7th fret of the D string again. So that lick is... So it's actually only 3 picks. Yeah? So hopefully you've got that down. If you haven't, just pause the video. I just wanted to say, you could pick the notes as well. Like that if you want. But the hammer-ons and pull-offs are pretty cool as well. What I want you to just do for a second, just a practical idea, is just try and change that lick a little bit. Maybe pick it twice at the end. Or maybe add an extra hammer on at the end to that note. So, and what I'm trying to make you realize is I'm improvising right now. I know this little pattern of 4 notes, and I know that to play the blues, I'm supposed to noodle around the pattern, right? Try that lick. All I'm doing is I'm taking the 7th fret of the G, sliding it up. Bending it up. Doesn't matter how far you go. Different bends have different tones, different sounds. I know it's hard on acoustic to bend sometimes, so I bent up, then I pulled off. I could even pick it twice, bend, pick. So try this lick. It's just 7, 5, 7. Okay, there's a nice little spot. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get the looper going, the backing track, and I'm going to play that lick, variance around off that lick for 12 bars, and then I'm going to let you have a go. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Sounds alright, right? And again. Slowly, maybe. changing it over there. You have a go. Here we go. All right, so there's a nice little lick, or I should say a nice little box that you can play in. So next, what's very cool about this pattern that you've just learned, and hopefully you've noodled around and you've paused the video and you've tried to make your own bluesy sounds. The idea is just to try and sound bluesy. The cool thing about this box is we can change the octave. We can move it up an octave by doing the same pattern but starting on the 8th fret of the B string. So we go 8, 10 on the B, 8, 10 on the top E, yeah, eight, 8, 8 on the B, 8 on the top E, then 10 on the B. Just trying to make different patterns. A personal favourite of mine is not to resolve, not to go to end there, which happens to be an A, playing the blues in A, but to end here. I think it's a minor third. Anyway, so bend, bend, bend. So 10, 10, 8 on the top E. Sounds really bluesy. Of course, going back to that pattern, if you did that there, it would sound nice. It's the same notes, same scale, playing the blues in A, just an octave lower. Let's try. I'm going to now play here and there. I'm going to switch between the two for the first 12 bars, and I'm going to let it run for another 12 bars, and you have a go. 2, 3, 4. Go for it. Alright, so there's two places you can play now. I'm going to show you another little box. It's just 5/8 on the B and then 5/8 on the E. Sounded a bit like Layla. It is actually. So we've got 5/8 and 5/8. Why not try a similar kind of idea? Just bend that 8th up. 5, 5. And then the same thing on the string below. Let's try that. I'll repeat it. That's a nice one. 5, 8, 5. 5, 8, 5. Just making up patterns. 8, 5, 8, 5, 8. Have a go. All right, so you've got this box here. You've also got, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use those 3 different boxes. I'm going to noodle around the blues for 12 bars, and then you have a go. And after you've done that, we'll do 12 bars. Basically, you know, if you know that, you know a lot when it comes to playing the blues. There's not a lot to it. So I'll play the 12 bars and then I'll pass it over to you. Feel free to watch me play these first 12 bars and then have a go yourself. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Go for it, man. All right, so if you enjoyed that lesson, that was basically a small part of a course I gave last weekend that's now completely, fully archived inside my member site, acousticmasterclass.com, and you can actually head across and get a free trial, a 14-day free trial we're now giving away. If you want to come inside, there are hundreds and hundreds of guitar lessons like this one, fully tabbed up. I have a monthly timetable of Zooms. I go live 6 times a month, so I can actually get to know you as a person, as a guitarist. It's a lot of fun, acousticmasterclass.com. So if you're looking to improve your playing, I highly recommend it. If you like this kind of stuff and you want to improve your blues playing, you want to learn some country blues, some Delta blues, there's folk lessons in there as well, Americana, bluegrass. Basically, if it's folk, blues and roots, it's my kind of bag, and I'd love to see you there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to get in touch with me, subscribe to this channel as well by clicking the subscribe button, because that all helps as well. Thanks ever so much for watching. Feel free to get in touch with me anytime. I'm Chris Quinn. Been glad to teach you some blues, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.